7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy.
All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast, the Black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Cedric Owens, Brittany Brown, Ashley Carter, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh Listen. Bruh Nation, what's back? I love Ashley's expression on her face when she realized she's actually a part of the show. She was like, what? You included me? You dang right. And I use your government.
Life coach.
Life
Ashley.
coach.
I'm calling you that for now. That's going to be my first answer.
So we got two people new on the show today. And one is a guest and the other one is permanent. So, I said it. So, we've been hyping it up for a few weeks now, and now she finally made it through.
And there goes Brittany. I knew it was going to take 2 seconds.
I was looking for it.
I knew it was going to take 2 seconds.
What Brittany say? What Brittany say?
So, y'all have a whole show without me?
See, exactly. Come on. Now, Brittany, I just want you to know. Now,
No,
Chris,
no.
you was defending her. I'm about to get on that.
No, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen.
What's up, Monica? You done popped that baby out
Listen.
yet?
Almost. Listen, Brittany. Now, you know what's going on. I'm going to call you after this show. Anywho, Brittany's somewhere in space, y'all. She's on the she was on Elon Musk's dick rocket. So she flew up there or whatever. So she in space. But so we got a new co-host. Is Ashley, a life coach. She's here to help you and us make better shows and actually have an intelligent opinion outside of me and Tank and Brittany saying, What? Boy, what you talking about? So, because literally all we do every week. So, Ashley, introduce yourself to Bruh Nation real quick. And don't be nervous. It's only like 5,000 people all around the world.
That's some bullshit. No, you ain't shit for that. You really ain't. I'm Ashley Carter, 33. I mean, what you want?
You doing it like a date now.
Hey, I am single.
Yeah.
DM.
Yeah. Ashley Carter, 33. Jacksonville. I like Chick-fil-A.
I try not to. I really try
that's
not
what's
to
up.
fuck with Chick-fil-A.
You sound like
But
me.
every now and then I had that moment and be like, fuck.
I love Chick-fil-A,
Right.
and I go to their business a lot. I enjoy it.
Y'all know how I
What's
feel.
wrong with damn Chick-fil-A?
Y'all
They
know
make
how
delicious sandwiches.
Y'all know how I feel on here about
They
Chick-fil-A.
support, though.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
Now see,
completely
wait a minute. Now see,
against
I hate when they say that. But see, I don't have a problem with somebody's opinion on me, on niggas. If they say something about niggas, it don't matter. Do they employ niggas and do they treat niggas the same in their organization? Yes, they do. They hire gay people.
But
They have no problem.
down mean is right.
Like I can't hold
Right.
their
Down mean
personal
is right.
opinions
I would
against
ask.
them. You can feel how you want to feel.
Ashley said
Who
it's
gives a
completely against her.
They're completely against me.
I know, but they would hire you, and they would you would move up the ranks
Okay.
as a regular person.
I don't know if I would move.
What'd you say, Chris? Chris, how much money would Chick-fil-A have to pay you for you to work for Chick-fil-A?
Well, is this thing on?
Yeah, it's on.
Fuck Chick-fil-A.
Everybody got a
Fuck
price.
that fucking hate salty ass pickled chicken.
Oh, they do
Hate
pickle their chicken.
We do not go to that.
I call it hate
restaurant.
chicken, too.
We call it hate chicken.
I do.
And not only that, but it's got the most sodium out of any fast food restaurant.
Ooh, you making me hungry again.
Yes.
It do though, yeah. It got more sodium than Popeyes.
2,300 milligrams of sodium in one sandwich.
Because they.
That's why it's so good.
Right.
You making me hungry again.
That's what I was
Please,
thinking.
too.
Yeah,
Everything
Chris-
else
No damn
is
one.
Chris, you know niggas love high blood pressure, but
Yeah.
it's because they brine it. It's because they brine it in salt, like pickle salt, and then they resalt it with the batter. So that voice you heard, y'all, is the voice of my former neighbor and still friend,
Bang.
speaker for not the baby voice. That's just a cute baby in the corner. That's how that is. But the speaker for Take 'Em Down Jackson, all kinds of stuff. Chris, tell the people who you is.
Hi. I'm Kris Kiernan. I am a community liaison, and that's my official title at this point. I do work with different organizations. I don't represent any organizations at this time. I am a concerned citizen, but I do work with and helped found Take 'Em Down Jacks, which is to remove all forms of white supremacy from any publicly owned and publicly maintained spaces in Jacksonville. So
Get them out of here.
yeah, we're just, it's about damn time that white people did something. So I felt compelled to be like let me just use my whiteness to get in the door and then smack them in the face with the fact that I'm not like every other white person, right?
And they never had real portraits
I
of
feel
them
like
old racist 1800 people anyway. 'Cause most of them had syphilis and nervous and all kind of shit. Their face was all fucked up, but they always make
They
them look
never look
pristine.
good.
It's like I know how y'all really look.
We had
Yeah,
Chris. You wasn't here for this, and I don't know if you listened to this episode. Ashley, I don't know if you listened either. We had a whole episode where, at the end of the episode, I kind of just asked the question, like, about the importance of taking down the statues, and it turned into a whole thing, my boy. And the only people in this whole room, and this back when we did have a bunch of like people in the gallery or whatever, the only two people in the whole room that was like, yeah, they got to come down no matter what was being tanked. Like we was like, yeah, I know that. That's what I said. Actually, damn, that's it. But yeah, because I don't think they understood the importance of the symbolism.
Right, and after George Floyd like passed away and the way that he was brutally murdered, people all of a sudden came together and were like, you know what? Black lives do matter, damn it. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, it's finally cool to support black people. I was like, hell yes.
You know,
I was like, yes. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think
absorb this.
in my head sometime, like, I wonder what people said about Kris before, like, the Black Lives Matter movement. And
Oh my God.
she was doing all this stuff.
Did you have
Boy, you know what kind of lover she was. Boy, I tell you, boy, y'all humans is trash. Anywho.
Well, Take 'em Down Jax was formed in 2016. It's now 2021. And George Floyd passed away, less than 2 years ago at this point. So,
Damn.
think about that.
That was 2 years ago?
Think about that. Yes,
I
less
feel
than.
like
So-
Well, I'm glad that George Floyd woke up everybody because I had them been pissed off since goddamn 1996.
How man?
I'm glad America finally caught up to all of the regular shit that was
what
going
about
on.
Sandra
Shit
Bland?
been
Didn't
going
that
Jesus
piss anybody
Christ.
off right there?
Well, on this show, we often blame her. Like my trigger point. Everybody have a different trigger point. My trigger point was Tamir Rice.
Me too.
That's my one.
Because that was the
that's my
Emmett Till of our time. Well,
Yeah.
it was just,
That's my one.
ain't nobody going to go down for this shit.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
in
not
the black
only
community, y'all just going to let this happen, huh?
yeah, and I think that's what fucked me up about the Tamir Rice thing, because all that shit went down and they tried to have a march for Tamir Rice and people came and stuff like that and LeBron did his shirts and all that, but then when Cleveland won the championship, it was 1 million people in Cleveland. Where y'all was at for the baby that got shot in the park?
Right.
The baby got shot in the park, y'all. Like
Got
I
time
just
for basketball.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to segue this into, I heard you wanted to talk about Chicago.
no, we're
Real
gonna do
quick.
a whole show on Chicago. 'Cause
Let's just say,
we
it's
can't-
more kids the man shot
Yeah.
in Chicago
I
than
will
have
say
died
this
from
about Chicago.
coronavirus.
So we're gonna do probably
I'm sick of y'all
we'll do it
niggas.
next week. We'll do it next week. I will say this. I was looking at some shit this week about the violence in Chicago and shit. Fuck wrong with y'all. Okay? Stop killing babies. Stop killing each other. I seen the thing where the mama got shot.
Yeah.
Right? Then the daddy was like, I'm gonna protect you, son. So then they came to get the dad and then they shot the baby. Look here, man. The way I'm built, I can't watch shit like that now. And that's why I say we gotta have a show about Chicago. Because what are we doing in Chicago? Like, what is that shit? Y'all shooting babies and mamas? Like, where the G code at?
It should be national outrage about
Yeah,
this.
bruh.
Should
Where-
be.
For
where
real.
is the
Niggas
outrage?
should be
whatever.
running in Chicago, beating whole gang members' ass. Like, straight up. No
No,
lie.
no,
Fill in the
no,
streets.
no,
Fill
no. Lil Nas X is pregnant on this goddamn
That's what we
Yeah.
care about.
album.
Yeah. That's
That
what we
was
care about.
care about.
That's what y'all care about. Y'all care about Lil Nas X, but y'all don't care about this mom got murdered because the beef in Chicago, they was looking for her baby daddy. They shot the mom while she was with her son. Then after the funeral, they tried to get the baby daddy and they shot the kid. But y'all worry about Lil Nas X? My guy.
I do try to block every. I cannot block this nigga enough, Lil Nas X on my timeline. This nigga keep popping up. I'm like, look,
Well, think if he
Can we
used his
stop it?
platform
Huh?
to uplift Chicago. Like, think about that. Like, in areas that, anyways, I'm just thinking that if he was to utilize his platform, the platform of him, I mean, really, he is breaking through ceilings in what he's doing. But really, if you look at it, big picture, he's really doing nothing. And he could be utilizing this stardom that he has
Well, you
created for himself.
I mean, nowadays I look at him as too gimmicky. He's real self-serving. What he's doing
He
is not
is,
a
but-
bigger message.
Well, you know what? Before
You know?
I think
really
we had talked about Lil Nas on here, and I was like, nah, because I like Lil Nas now, and I ain't never really get the gimmicky self-serving part, but y'all just made me think about something. It is a lot of people that pay attention to what he doing, good or bad. You could be like You could have wrote on your pregnant belly, "Stop the violence in Chicago."
Like, do something.
Or
Take a stand.
any message.
Any message.
Pick something. Just don't let it be about causing controversy to get
Mermaids
attention to
ain't
you.
real. For everybody out there that think mermaids real, why are you such an idiot? like, bro, somebody said to me the other day, bro, you think mermaids real? I was like, no, why? And it was like, I seen a special. And listen, Animal Planet, you ran that special about 10 years ago. You got niggas out here thinking mermaids real.
You can't talk to everybody.
What is going on? It was one of the warehouse temps. I was like, bro, don't get on my forklift today. Because I know you going to hit something. That boy,
Something is not right.
well, anyways, this week, y'all, we going to talk about local in Jacksonville. So I know all of my Irish and Scottish fans are like excited right now because you want to know what's going on in Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, it's Jacksonville, but it pertains to
To
a lot of
everybody,
stuff that's
right?
going in.
Because
in
I
a lot of
guarantee if it's
states.
happening here, it's happening, especially in Texas. Nigga, again, like they said on No Static Podcast, go listen to No Static Podcast. Like we said on No Static Podcast, get out of Texas. Why y'all niggas still
Right.
living in
Why
Texas?
they-
I love Texas, and that's one of the places I wanted to move to.
Now you can't do
Yeah,
it right now.
and
If it wasn't Florida, well, I'm not a woman, so I ain't got to worry about the babies.
Well,
they don't want y'all killing
But
the
it's
babies.
not just that.
Or
All the
whatever.
shit going on in Texas.
I like Texas.
Nah, man, I can't live in
Oh, what's
Texas.
wrong? What's wrong? What else wrong with Texas?
It's-
Hold up. What about when they had all those
Hold on.
natural disasters and that motherfucker ain't give a fuck? He was like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I don't care if you give a fuck. I don't look for the government to do something for me. That's my. I'm the libertarian
Well, that
cause
is true.
it's the he's the communist. I'm the libertarian.
You damn right. I'm a communist.
He looks for the government to do for
You
him.
goddamn right.
I co-sign.
Well, and I don't look for the government to
So
do
if you
shit,
were
but
stuck
stay
in
out
that
my way.
predicament and your house is flooded, it's freezing cold,
Yeah.
power's out.
I wouldn't give a fuck what Ron DeSantis was or whatever the fuck his name is. What he gonna do for me?
I just want to point out.
What is he gonna do?
Because
He can't
I'm
do that,
saying I'm a
brother.
communist. This show is now officially called Bruh, Hammer, and Sickle. Straight up.
Oh shit!
Straight up.
Yeah, it's
So
all
you
right.
goddamn right I'm a communist.
It's all right being a
I'm sick of you
we
rich
need
bastards.
It needs to be a clash.
Eat y'all ass.
Share.
It needs to be a clash of ideologies to make sure that one don't take over the other. So it's all right that you a little commie.
I'm sick of you rich bastards. Eat y'all ass. Anywho,
Oh, that's a whole nother topic.
yeah, I hate them.
Can we
I
stay
hate
on
him.
topic now? What the hell are we talking about?
we
God,
went
dang.
way off topic.
This is episode number 142, I think. Out of 142 episodes, 4 have been on topic. And y'all think we about to stay on topic? Boy, eat them rich people. Chris, there we go.
Well, we here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, boy, you see me? Boy,
Go ahead on and
yeah, tell us what you want to talk about.
We'll be talking
You
about.
can you can flow the show. Tell us what you want to talk about first.
Well, I have some information about the supervisor of elections and some of the things that are going on in the lawsuits against the powers that be. I also kind of want to talk about like registering to vote and the restrictions that they've now been implementing because of COVID,
Right.
Things like that. So that's kind of
What are the restrictions they doing? What are they trying to do?
Well, they're no longer allowing organizations to go into the DCPS buildings. Like it used to be that organizations could go in and register people to vote, right? Like the Black Commission would go in there. I think the First Coast Leadership Foundation used to go in there. All these nonprofits and things like 501c4 usually, not C3. So C4s can work with, political campaigns and stuff. Anyhow, so now what they've done is they've restricted that. So now that they've made it to where you can register in school, right?
Right.
But who has the time to do that? We have teachers that are completely overworked right now, so they're letting things slip.
We don't even have enough teachers.
Right. I mean, that's oh my gosh, that's an awful situation, and it's a whole nother conversation.
We don't even have enough
that,
teachers.
Wait,
we're
okay,
adding
so
this on to our teachers to say, hey, get these 17-year-olds registered to vote, so by 18, they're voting, right? So that's what we used to do. We used to go in and canvass and talk to people inside the schools, right? Go to where they are because they're not interested in being civically engaged right now. So they've cut that. But on top of that, Michael Hogan has now shut down all of the precincts on the universities and then colleges. So essentially, he is making it that much more difficult for people that should be civically engaged, right? The intelligent people, quote unquote. I wouldn't say that
Right.
everyone in college is intelligent, but that's the goal, right? So they're going to these spaces to get them to vote, right? To make it more convenient, right? We have a really busy lifestyle, thank you, capitalism. But like, if we didn't have to rely on
welcome.
making money, capitalism, yeah, America.
Commies.
I have a solution.
You know, if we didn't have to do that, anyway.
I got a question.
So supervisor of election, I just want to be very clear, is shutting these down, and to the point where I want to say it's over 10 locations. If I'm not certain on the
10?
number.
Jacksonville ain't even big enough to do no shit like that.
So-
Let me tell you something, man.
Yeah, it's really
Before you keep going, Chris. Number one, the supervisor of elections here locally in Hazard County, Jacksonville, Florida, because that's what I call it, Hazard County. Them damn Duke boys at it again. Luke, Duke, and Farrell.
Stars and bars.
States Rights. Is Mike Hogan, who is a Republican. And okay, here's my thing. And this go like you said, cuz it's not just Jacksonville, this is nationwide. Why are we shutting down voting precincts at all?
And the reason they're saying is because there's low turnout, right?
Cap.
But the thing is that they're only looking at the last voting cycle, which they had it closed down for the first 3 days.
It's COVID voting
So-
cycle. That's not even fair to look
and
at.
it's not fair. So what they're doing is taking advantage of the fact that no one's really going to these meetings right now, right? Because no one wants to get COVID. So the ACLU is actually suing them.
I have a solution.
Okay.
Is the college campuses are those the only places that the organizations that's doing the registering the vote can go?
That's separate. That's separate. We're
Wait,
talking
wait.
DCPS was the one that
Yeah, the
actually-
first one was
Who regi-
registering to
who-
vote
who-
at the schools, at the high schools.
Yeah, who's the organization behind it?
It doesn't matter.
Any
It's
organization that's
DCPS.
eligible.
So any
they're not
organization that
allowing
can
them.
do it. So they're
Yeah.
not allowing it.
They're not
So
allowing
other spots that they could do it in, they can do it in other spots. Is there any other spots that they could?
Where you
go
gonna
in
get a
and
collective
use?
of 17-year-olds that
Well,
are
Well,
ready to
that's what
vote?
they're doing right
You can
now.
do it across the street from the school at the Walmart or the local businesses, private businesses. I'm just trying to think of other solutions
I
because
would think
if this
local
is shut down,
businesses would wanna
we
step
still got to
up.
keep this
And
shit
we're
moving.
doing that.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
people that are out there still canvassing and still like going out there to large parties of people and going and asking them, hey, are you registered to vote? Do you have your updated address and yada, yada, all these things, right? But it just makes it that much harder to find youth at these events, right?
Go
Yeah.
to
We're
the parties,
older people.
the youth party.
Yeah, but we're older
What's-
people. We're in our 30s.
Yeah, I was about to
We're
say,
not
cuz, that
showing
shit ain't
up.
gonna
Wait. Wait.
Here go my thing.
Wait.
Lower the age.
No,
Number one.
hell no.
Then after you
I
lower
don't
the
like these young
age,
motherfuckers. Up the age to 21.
For real.
Goddamn it. I don't.
lower the age, you crab ass old man. Lower the age to 16.
I know how I was. My mind.
I don't give a damn how your mind was, boy. You a degenerate.
Wait.
Nah, you remember
This nigga came home with no pants on
Don't put on
one
no-
day, okay?
Don't put all my niggas out there.
Yeah.
You
Came
gotta
home with no
rewind.
pants
I'm
on.
sorry.
But look, it's a long story.
No.
I had
How
no
the fuck-
choice.
Yeah, we got time. How the fuck do you come home with no
I'm holding
pants?
this wall up, so we're good.
I was doing something that I ain't had.
Auntie,
never
are you
been doing
listening?
with a nice young lady or whatever, and the people
And
came
you left
home.
your pants?
Yes, her daddy was a gangster. I got the fuck up out of there.
But you gotta grab your pants.
Right.
I couldn't find.
You know what he told my auntie?
They was matter of fact, they was in the living room.
You know what he told my auntie?
You were way too.
Somebody jumped me and stole my pants. We ain't even got fresh jeans like
That's what I
that.
was just
These
thinking,
some
like,
bugle
I know they
boys.
wasn't.
Ain't nobody jump your ass for no bugle boys.
I only had to
But
walk,
then this
walk
who
a
y'all
couple
gonna tell
blocks in
y'all
the
that y'all
Bronx.
can't vote? We should ban this nigga from voting. Why is this nigga voting?
What I'm saying is, I know my mind state and other 16-year-olds in mind state
Degenerate.
of me or whatever. First of all, I went to Twin Lakes. Okay, a
We
lot of
went
white
to Twin
people.
Lakes
So
because
did
they ain't
we.
have no black
It's like-
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all went to Twin Lakes. They ain't have no niggas.
Exactly.
They
But
had to bust you out there, boy.
Right.
can't lower no age, man. 18 is good. Leave it there.
I'm good with 16. My thing is I kind of feel where Chris coming from on that though, because here's my thing. And y'all hear me out on this. And now I'm gonna get you, cuz, because I know you're gonna agree with me. Why is it that the Army and the Navy can still go inside the schools?
Thank you.
But we can't register these kids to vote.
'Cause
So
it's
we
all
can,
bullshit.
But we can sign these kids up to die. But we can't sign these kids up to vote. Oh, okay.
Because
Because I know when I went to Paxton's, what's the junk called when you go to the school to the thing?
Recruiters.
No, in the first beginning of the year when you go orientation.
Oh, yeah.
God to mighty knows boy,
I
what's
had no
wrong
idea
with
where you're going with
where
that.
is my mind? Well, listen, when I went to Paxton orientation, they had the ROTC people and the recruiters and everybody in there. And then it's recruiters at the school. It's recruiters in every high school. So we can go sign
doesn't make
people.
sense.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? And I ain't even trying to be anti-military. All I'm saying is, if we're allowing the military people to still go in, sign up our youth, sign up our kids to go die, right? We sign them up. Then they can't sign up to vote.
Well, this
we can't have you in there. COVID.
Game
Well, there's just no designated
recognized
space
game.
for the yeah.
We know what they're doing.
They're doing it
Exactly.
on purpose. They're trying to make it to where it's just unachievable.
So why are we
right?
allowing it?
That's what we're not allowing it. So,
So
we're
then-
actually there's
right.
A
So I'm
lawsuit.
with you with the let's go do something. Let's go to
In the
another
meantime,
space. And, no,
still sue.
Do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, let's go to another space. Definitely don't stop registering. Period.
But I don't
Don't do that.
understand why the recruiters are still allowed to go.
I don't understand why recruiters are in high schools in period.
But I agree
Yeah,
with that.
but
that
you're
is
right. Like how
predatory. I can't
again,
do it.
Ashley, that's a good point. How the fuck can you put a army recruiter in Reigns, but I can't put a person like Chris in Reigns to register kids to vote? That's bullshit.
That is
Doesn't make
bullshit.
sense.
That's you exploiting black people. There ain't no other way to put it. So we good enough
Well,
to die for you,
well,
but we
I
not
will
good
say-
enough to vote for you.
I will say that some of them little niggas need to go to the military. You need to listen to the recruiter. I ain't gonna knock the military. Like I wouldn't join that motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
But-
Are we not anti-military here?
I am. He is.
not.
He not.
Well,
we not anti. We
Well, I
just.
don't like war.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
We not
yeah,
anti.
I mean,
we just
but-
anti bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm anti what they doing right now.
We anti imperialism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Colonialism, yeah.
I'm not anti like my brother who's in the military or anti Brittany or whoever's in the military or whatever. Cool, I get it. You doing your job. It's a job.
That's exactly-
It's literally a job.
Yes.
However, the institution of the shit, I'm anti that. But we always go back and forth on this show because we benefit so much from the imperialism. And regardless if you want to admit it or not, or even if you like it or not, like even this show is the result of American imperialism.
Well, we got phones that little slave babies put together.
Facts.
Well, they ain't put it together,
That-
but they got
no,
the
you right.
cocaine
No,
stuff.
you right.
That's real.
Yeah, you know, we all use
People
it.
rocking. Give me
What
the
is-
diamond, boss.
What are you gonna do?
The diamond trade is literally a whole thing, and like niggas. My thing is, I just feel like niggas need to be more outraged, and I ain't gonna get into that because I had a heart attack, and I don't want to have another heart attack
Well, and yeah.
screaming at you niggas. But like, okay,
That's
Chris,
why people are fighting for you.
Right.
That's the power of
Yeah.
allyship. You know, because everybody knows that the black condition, okay, is just exhaustion at this point, right? It's just
PTSD.
Point
There
blank
it is.
period exhaustion, right? That's why you'll see, and I don't, don't take me the wrong way, but you'll see that if a black woman gets upset, she is just an angry black woman, not an angry woman. An angry black woman, right? So that is perpetuated.
Or a bitch. That's what they
So-
say.
Right. So why not allow the allies to be like, hold my beers, and like take that shit? You know what I mean? Like we need to be in the forefront of this.
Well, part of what you just said, we need real allies because there are some that claim to be allies,
Preach.
but they just stand back. And
Oh,
watch
Ashley, let me
as
say
it happens.
something about that. And I hope you're listening on this podcast. Heifer. Anywho, so in certain situations, I know, Chris, it's okay. I have to do the slander. It make me feel better. I know it's wrong, Chris. It make me feel better. Let your blood boil. Listen, so I know someone, they got a black husband or had a black husband. They got black kids, whatever, right? They say they're an ally.
Just a white girl?
Yeah,
Oh, what?
duh.
Well, yeah, come on.
I wouldn't. Shut up, Tank.
Go on.
But they say they're an ally, and then in certain particular situations, in this particular situation, 3 black men were getting deposed by our white boss on some bullshit, and you double down with the white boss, but you supposed to be an ally.
They was getting what's that word you just said, boy? What they was getting? What
Opposed.
getting? Oh, opposed. You
Yeah.
said deposed. I thought.
My bad.
I'm like, what the hell?
You know how I
opposed?
talk, but opposed because basically it was like, oh, y'all fucked this up.
What, did
Everybody
they?
knew. No,
Okay,
actually we
well, let
didn't.
me
If
know
I
what
fucked
they
it up,
did.
I'm gonna be like, "Ew." But no, like everybody knew we didn't fuck it up. But because you want brownie points or cool points, then you say, "Oh yeah, well I don't know because they do shit like that." Who says that? Who says, "Oh well, they do shit like that"? And I know that's a minuscule thing.
Nah, no, it ain't. It is not.
No, I'm talking about my job. It's
Oh.
irrelevant to y'all. It don't affect y'all life. But I'm like, damn.
They-
I thought you was one of us.
Yeah, that's why I say it's not
Somebody said that to
minuscule.
you?
Like,
Oh, Chris, shit like that
At
happen to me
work?
all
No,
the
no, no,
time.
I'm saying at work in front of people.
Yeah.
And no one said
that's
shit.
how
Bro,
you wanna
I had a
feel it.
motherfucker tell me, and this a whole different person. I had a motherfucker tell me, I had a motherfucker that's supposed to be my dog, also a white woman, tell me, this week, because she didn't like the result of what I told her. I was like, yeah, we can't get that, but I can get it for you if we do it like this or whatever. And then I showed them the thing. It was like, well, I'll just go to corporate. I'm gonna send an email to corporate. Who the fuck does that?
That's normal white girl. White
I will say
shit.
that Kris. Now I've known Kris for 6 years. No, 4 years now.
4 years.
4 years. Kris, I ain't never seen Kris react like that. But white people, let me talk to y'all real quick. Y'all do have a tendency to be like, oh yeah, I love you guys, nigger, like out of nowhere.
That's real. Hey, okay,
Like
so
for real.
yeah.
When y'all feel that pressure, boy, that hey y'all nigger, what? I'm like, wait, dang, bro, where that came from? Sorry.
It came from, you just said the word pressure.
Pressure.
As soon as they feel pressure, it drop the ball. Yeah. Just
So that go back into what Ashley was saying. We need real allies, because if real ally not gonna burst under pressure, I think that's why Tank gets so frustrated. Because Kris, a lot of the stuff like with the marches and all that other stuff, whatever.
I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, Tank can't handle it because it's so
I
much
can't do that.
bullshit.
I don't know where this Black Lives Matter shit, just especially when I'm in Ocean Way, just to go inside places where I know it's a bunch of red niggas and stuff, just to mess with
Just
them.
to piss them off.
Yeah, 'cause I don't even-
wear this all the time just to piss them off.
Yeah, because I really don't even fuck with the whole Black Lives Matter organization and all that. I got my own opinions about it, but I know that
I
you
fuck
white
with
people
you.
don't like it.
Yeah.
I know y'all don't like
Yeah.
it. But, hey man, that whole hustling, the organizer of that shit, I forgot her name.
No, that's not true. You talking
What's
about
her
because of the
name?
houses and stuff like that?
All of that shit.
That's
I
a
don't look up to
Republican
it.
talking
It's
point. I'm
not.
sick of this nigga.
I don't.
This why.
Wait. No, stop.
Ron
Stop.
Paul
Hold on.
loving mother.
Stop.
I'm going elbow
This is
drop
what
this
you
nigga's
do.
head.
You make a joke and then take away from the seriousness of the shit. It ain't just accusation. She dropped everything when doing the drop from the organization because she was skimming off the top of the
We're
organization.
going to address this because I want to go to the next point of Kris. We're going to address this at a later episode, probably next week, because I know for a fact you wrong. You Ron Paul.
always-
You know this nigga said Ron Paul be making some good points one time. And
He just made another good point, and I'll bring that up in my final thought.
see that? See, Tank is a libertarian. I'm sick of that, Kris.
He just made another good
Chris,
point, and I'll
when
bring
you
it up
when
later.
you go home.
I love the 3%ers.
Yeah, Chris living.
Don't take everything that cracker say. You can't go with everything. Now. I said he makes some good points.
Chris, you still live out of St. John's, right?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, so Chris still live out of St. John's. She taking your black ass with you where she go, and she just gonna drop you off in St.
Have
John's.
fun with your math.
What the fuck is in St. John's?
You'll see, boy.
Is it white? Take me there.
I
You
got
know what?
my-
I done lived
I got
in
my
Jacksonville.
shovels in the back.
I
You
done
better
lived in
watch
Jacksonville
out.
my whole life, and I be looking for these crackers. I be looking for them. I ain't talking about white people like you, Chris.
Well,
I'm talking
they're
about
not like me.
crackers. I be looking
So
for
Tank
them
got this
crackers.
thing where he want a racist to say something to him, but it's never happened.
It's the goals.
You know why?
It's the
Because you're
dreads.
intimidating as fuck, and they be an idiot. They're
Yeah.
like, I got my shovels, but like I can't find my feet.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
they scared.
I should be the one you come at like that, but it never
You're
happened.
not the one that they're gonna.
You're- Hey,
You're
I don't,
too strong.
Even
I
my
think
little
you're
man
not ready
say, yeah,
for
no,
a
ain't no way.
felony. Like it's just not worth it on some redneck dude that just has, no
Yeah,
pooth,
they
nor
only go
teeth,
for weak people.
Well,
Yeah,
fuck.
No.
You just ruined Tank whole family.
Oh my bad.
And
It'll
look,
happen one day.
Yeah, one day.
Speaking of the voting,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get to the sheriff race.
sheriff race.
Because okay, so before Chris get into this, so in Jacksonville, I don't like in normal. I know, bro. Exactly. So in normal places, police commissioners are promoted on the merits of their work and things like that or whatever. We don't have a police commissioner in Jacksonville because Jacksonville is an old slave town. So we have a sheriff because sheriffs used to hunt niggas. So like, so most old southern cities have sheriffs or whatever because they hunt black people. But up north in like New York and Philly, y'all have commissioners for police because they have to work hard and have a good record to be promoted. Anywho, so we elect our sheriff. We were just talking before the show. Now we had a black sheriff when we were like 8. How old we was when the sheriff was
That's
black?
about right.
It was the 90s, right? So we was like 8, 9, 10.
Bro
something
dead,
like that.
ain't
No, Nat Glover did. He did pass away, didn't he?
You did?
I think Nat Glover passed away. Yeah. Cause he was overeating. No, he might not be dead now. Boy, we about to Mandela effect Nat Glover. We about to Mandela effect Nat Glover. I don't think Nat Glover dead. Last time I checked, he was over EWC for a while. Now it's EWU, and I know he's not the person who made the EWU. If he is passed away, he's the late great Nat Glover. If he ain't passed away, my granddaddy say he waiting on you, nigga. So 'cause my granddaddy know Nat. Remember
had
granddaddy
to
knew
like
Nat, and so my granddaddy gone, Chris. So he probably waiting on Nat. Nat got to be 80. He got to be, right? Yeah. But anywho, Nat Glover was pretty good sheriff, pretty decent sheriff, and he had good crime numbers, good interaction with the community and stuff when he was here. Now he is an old school black person, and what I mean by that, because we need to have an episode about this. Old school black people be kind of coonish. A little bit, just a smidget. We got to be real with each other on here.
They're a little bit more scared of white people.
A little bit more than a smidge. Yeah, y'all.
They scared of white people.
Y'all
put the head down when they come in.
Y'all boys be a little coonish. Y'all boys be a little coonish. But it wasn't until it was not because you're like trying to be. You just can't help it because of the way you was raised. But that was a good sheriff.
The environment they was raised
right.
in.
The way they came up. They can't help it. Because Annie sometimes used to be like, Annie, what you bought that cracker? But that being said, after he was no longer sheriff or whatever, we have had sheriff after sheriff after sheriff after sheriff of Boss Hogg. Like literally Boss Hogg. And one of them, Rutherford, is the damn fucking congressman now, because that's how we doing it. They was like, you know who I want to vote for? I'm going to vote for that sheriff who made everybody's life a living hell. Awful. And then Mike Williams. You know what? Mike Williams was bad, but you know what's funny about Mike Williams? I'm indifferent about him.
The only thing I like about him is that he's the reason we didn't have the RNC here.
Yeah.
He said, no.
Yeah, because he couldn't. He had a manpower or the logistics.
Like, I'm not gonna fake it, and you're gonna put my people at risk. And we already had one riot here, supposedly. You know, the word riot just terrifies all the white people.
Yeah,
I missed that riot. I don't know where that
was. It wasn't a riot; it was a protest.
It was not a riot. It was not. That's the whole point of it. They arrested a bunch of people, and then they had to pay them back because of the pain and that anguish they put them through, like $20,000.
Because you shouldn't arrest protesters.
Yeah.
I remember when we was in school, it was like 5 niggas got in a fight, and they said we started a riot. Yeah. I was like, what? That's a fight. This is like, what are y'all talking about?
So what's the problem with this sheriff?
Okay, so the sheriff just trashed that booty dean. Chris said we should vote for this sheriff. Which sheriff?
I'm not saying.
Oh, you're not saying that?
No, I didn't.
No endorsements?
No. I don't necessarily.
Not we should vote for him.
No. So,
these are who running.
So yes,
who's running?
Hi. Okay. So we have Lakeisha Burton.
Oh, look, it's a girl named Lakeisha running?
Yeah, okay, so...
Now look at all the black people, Chris. You said that, you like, hey, what's up, girl?
I want y'all to come back to the show, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
What was the soil and water girl that ran? Ashanti Green literally won the soil and water because when niggas went to vote, we seen Ashanti and was like, that's a black girl. And you know what? I'll do it again.
And you know what we did in the white communities? You're welcome for this in advance. We took all of her face off of every single piece of lit.
That's how you got to do it.
And they had no idea that if she was black or white or Latina or what. Because they had no idea, right?
That's how you got to do it.
That's real talk. Like, that is how we won. We went into Ortega and was like, hi there. Would you like to vote for my friend here? Oh, thank you. Have a great afternoon.
Like when niggas sell their house. Like when I sell my house, I'm going to have a white stand-in.
Stand-in, white stand-in.
Especially your last name Owens.
Your last name Owens?
Yeah.
That could be Kendra Owens right there, my boy. Yes, sir. Like, straight up. Okay, so Lakeisha Burton, who else?
Lakeisha Burton is one of them. And then we've got, hold on. We've got Wayne Clark. He's running. I believe that, what is that guy's name? Hold on. Running.
I want to know who the Republican is.
I just saw his name.
That's who I want to know. Who is the Boss Hogg?
He is really goofy looking.
I want the Republican sheriff to be a white dude that wear the sheriff hats.
Oh my God.
That's fat. And like, you know how they buttons don't really button at the top, like for their uniforms. But I want them to wear like the motorcycle cop uniform all the time.
I will say
with the line up the side and the rubber boots.
I always say I had a lot of run-ins with the police in Jacksonville. They're not as bad as I see other places. No one there.
Have you been arrested other places too?
That nigga been arrested a lot of places.
How many counties?
I'm just really asking because Jacksonville's trash. Like
no, I'm saying if you ever have a run in with these police and then you see the shit that's happening in Philly and Chicago and Miami and it's not it's shit that happens because it's always a dick. But I would give Jacksonville more credit as not being a total.
It's funny you say that from an anecdotal level because from an anecdotal level, I swear to God, y'all, I seen 4 TikToks this week of JSO beating the shit out of somebody. Like 4. One of them was on Kings Road, Buddy was running and he tripped and he's like was running up the overpass. He tripped. And then they like jumped on him and started punching him. And the dude rolled out his window. Why the fuck you punching him like that? He already on the ground.
I don't know. Did they make me run?
Huh?
Did he make me run?
He made him run. Yeah,
See,
that's
I
why
look at these cops. I look at these cops as human. So I know if you chasing somebody and then he catches down, you might get one little.
He made me run,
God
boy.
damn it! I'm human. Like when I got
Chris
punched,
so disappointed.
when I got punched in the mouth by that cop.
Boy,
When I got
mad as
arrested.
hell though.
Why was you
should tell
mad?
that story. Let
He
me tell
should have punched me.
Chris, let me tell y'all a
I
story.
was bucking.
What?
He should have. He
Wait,
had
you
every
talking about when
right.
we was coming out the bar?
Nah, I shouldn't have been arrested.
Okay, no wait.
That
You
was
talking
some
about when we was
bullshit.
coming out the bar?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Some club. I don't know what
Yeah,
the fuck we was
okay,
at.
yeah. So check this out, Chris. We're gonna tell this story real quick, then we're gonna go back to the sheriff's or whatever. So we like 20s.
I'm already disappointed. I
Man,
don't even know. Like, I
Listen,
don't
you
know.
come on the show a lot and you'll be disappointed in the tank a lot.
I just tell the truth.
I done had this nigga in my life for 35 years, literally. What you think I feel like? I can't even get rid of him. He blood. I threw the nigga through some glass. He ain't dead. Tried to drown him. He ain't drowned.
Not yet, bitch.
Nice try.
Like, no dead ass though. I did throw him
Probably
through some
came up
glass.
last
You still got
time.
that scar on your knee?
Man, come on, man.
Hey, anywho,
You proud of that, bastard?
today.
Hold on, you ain't whoop his ass?
Hell no.
There's
He was
a
8.
physical.
You can see his bone.
Oh, that's
Okay,
not-
but once he was feeling better.
Oh no, I said my bad. I didn't even do that. I just told him. I just
did
told him
that.
maybe 2 years ago that I did it on purpose. Anywho,
I'll tear his ass over there on the court. Motherfucking AI, that bitch.
I said, man, I'm sick of this shit. Bam! Through the glass. Anywho, Chris, here goes the story. So, we in the real team. That's where we was at. We in the real team. We was 19 because we wasn't old enough to drink yet. Cub went to the bar at the real team and got a Budweiser. He drinking a Budweiser. Security come up to Cub because security want to be a man to not, whatever. Hey, you ain't got no wristband on. You ain't got that bill. Give me that bill. And he snatched the bill out of his hand.
It's because I was
And the
talking
bill-
to one of his bitches.
Yeah, he was talking to one of the security girls or whatever. So he snatched the beer out of his hand and bill spilled on the floor. Cub like, man, what you doing, man? So they push us out or whatever.
They ain't just push me out. That big nigga picked me
Yeah, he
up
picked
like
him
a
up.
baby.
Yeah.
Come on here. I'm like, come on, man.
Well, I want to say he was carrying you just like how Grace carried her brother. Like that.
That big nigga
And Tay
picked
was
me
kicking
up
like,
like a
man, put the red nigga down. Right? Put the red nigga down. So, no dead ass, he was carrying him just like that. Like that. So we get outside the real team. It's 2 police cars parked out there. We're literally like, we're out now. We're not drunk because we ain't even get to finish the bill. And then we leaving. So as we're leaving or whatever, the security dude said something to us, and then the police said something to us. I say, man, we going to the car, man, chill. And then Tay say, man, leave me alone. Whatever you said. He ain't cursing nothing, though.
I was still bucking at the time, but see, this what happened. I was cussing at the security
Guard,
and the police man.
and then the police tried to
thought I
interject-
was cussing at
and
him.
tried to interject you, and he was like, I ain't even talking to you. But the police dude was black, by the way.
Like that means much.
And he
Go
was
ahead.
like,
Yeah, it don't mean
I ain't even talk to you. So then, so what you said? So Buddy done threw Tank down on the ground. We 19 now. Put him up against the car, threw him down on the ground, started punching him. Right?
Well, wait a minute. Now, so you're skipping over
He'll-
my actions. Once he arrested me, once I'm
No, this is before you got arrested.
No,
This is
you-
when he was tackling you.
Okay, well, once you do all of that, I'm not gonna fight you because you the police,
Right.
But I was sounding off on his ass.
I mean,
and
but
a little
verbally-
bit of spit probably went right there, right around the mouth. So when he punched me,
But you didn't.
And
but,
it was a cupcake
But I
punch.
just want to point
But
out, I
that's
was there.
not-
I ain't
Tank
got-
didn't actually spit on him.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
He's justifying punching you in the mouth for
Right.
spitting.
I would have punched me in the mouth.
Nah.
No. I don't. No.
Not-
See, the
that's
thing
not
is-
his
If I'm
job.
arresting somebody, like the girl, it was a lady. It was a cop arresting a lady, a
That's
black
not
lady.
a
Yeah,
too.
we
reason.
seen that.
You,
Yeah.
All right, now wait. Did you see the one where
Yeah,
the
we
black
seen
lady
that.
bit the dude, the police officer, and he said, "Walk, clocked her."
Did you?
But
did
the
you bite him?
officer
Do I
is
think that
supposed
was
to-
wrong? Y'all think that was wrong, huh?
Yeah. kinda.
Okay, you
Yeah,
might be.
but
you
there's
got-
rules to their
it's
job.
COVID out here.
Exactly.
But wait.
But you got.
They're supposed
I know.
to stay composed.
But you
Yeah.
got to realize,
Tell
every-
him,
That's what
Ashley.
they were
Thank you,
hired to
Ashley.
do.
Thank you, Ashley.
They're
Get
supposed
that nigga
to.
Ashley.
you got.
They're
but
supposed to be the ones to bring the peace.
yes, they do.
To get everyone
that
to
nigga
calm
Ashley.
down.
I agree with you.
De-escalation.
Get that nigga
So
Ashley.
I
there
agree
is
with
no
you. Get that nigga
excuse
Ashley.
for him
I
punching
agree
you.
with you. Just,
No.
I ain't making no
You
excuse
should
for
have
him.
asked him if he's ever heard of the slave patrol. That would have really
me-
made
let me
him-
tell you-
I don't make no
let me
excuse
tell you
for
what
him.
I
I'm just
said.
saying they are humans.
So
too.
they punch him a cuz. So I'm like, hey, man, what y'all doing? Buddy turned around with the taser and said, you next if you keep on.
Guess
I
what
said,
this pussy ass nigga
I
did?
said, boy, I'm going to call your mama.
This pussy ass nigga, you were supposed to get
That
tased.
sounds about right for Jax.
I said, boy, I'm going to call your mama, boy.
I wouldn't expect nothing else from
You
him.
were supposed to get tased.
I'm not sure we'd be friends.
I'm going to call. But see, he
they
can't get rid of it. He
family.
can't
Yeah,
get rid of
they
it.
family.
I said, boy, I'm going to call your mama, boy. Mother ain't about to beat my ass out here in front of the real team. Boy, you got
I mean,
me
but at
messed
the
up.
same point, I would
no.
want somebody to contact.
The other police who
people,
pulled the
so-
taser, who was standing there after he pulled the taser. Listen, so the black police was beating Tank ass and put him in handcuffs with the taser or whatever
In front of a white cop.
in front of the white cop. The other, when he said the black police pulled the taser up, because I thought he was gonna tase Tank, but he didn't. So he put the taser up and said, he was like, "You keep on and you next, right?" So I said, "I'm gonna call your mama, boy." And the reason why I said that is because while he's saying that, the white cop that was with him literally was looking at me with his hand on his gun. I ain't about to get killed out here for no damn because we were drinking in the real team. I don't even like the real
Man,
team.
Barely
them
even
crackers
drinking.
wasn't
I
gonna
mean-
shoot nobody. But look here. What I want people to understand is,
Yeah, go ahead.
because people be getting pulled over at night when it's dark, and they automatically have an attitude with the officer to pull them over. First of all, you got to understand the officer is a person too. So if he got to pull a car over at night, he gonna be scared too because he don't know what the fuck you got in the car. He don't know who you is in the car. You probably got tint. He can't see in the car. Yeah, he gonna have his hand on his gun because anything can happen. I ain't saying that
You
he
got to
should
be prepared for anything to
Yes,
happen. I get you on
I ain't
that.
saying he gotta be a
But
dick or nothing.
They pulling triggers too quick.
Oh, of course, that yeah.
They wasn't about to shoot me. I'm gonna go call your mama, boy. And you know what I did? I went to call my auntie.
I don't want everybody to respect everybody. I disrespected
Exactly.
him. I disrespected him, so he punched me in the mouth. Yes, he has a job to do, so it wasn't right that he punched me in the mouth. It wasn't right that I disrespected him.
Do your job.
But people disrespect
people is people.
people
There you
every
go.
day.
There you go. Disrespect is bullshit.
And you,
Exactly.
but
Disrespect, do your
but
job.
you might have some consequences that come with disrespect to somebody.
I mean,
But see, that's
you
what
know I
happens.
understand
I'm glad
that.
you said that.
Well, I don't know if you was there for
Right.
the fight, but you know
Yeah.
I've
Who
been
you
into
were?
fights. We
couple?
not gonna get on
I'm
that.
just gonna put it like this: you better not steal her ice cream sandwich, okay? She'll beat your ass. But
We're not gonna get.
I'm
into
glad you said that about the disrespect thing or whatever, because and
What I
about
said.
consequences.
Oh, yeah.
because that's what the problem is.
Exactly.
Cool. It would be cool if it was equal disrespect and they went outside the code of their job and there was consequences for it. There's no
now I'm
consequences
with you
for
when
it.
you're right, boy.
That's what the problem
That-
is.
he should've
Your
been
Not
rolled
only
up.
that, but that shouldn't be him beating your ass should not be the consequence.
Right. Your consequence already is that you're getting arrested and getting
Exactly.
charged with a bullshit trespassing
Yeah.
charge for no reason when we was already out the premises and leaving and going to our car.
I'm with you when you're right.
And then
Innocent until guilty.
right.
Exactly.
And then so that's your consequence. Now he's doubling your consequence by
There you
beating
go.
your ass.
I know, so he should have. I would be happy.
Bitch, you need to lose
I'm
your
not
badge.
mad I got hit, but he should. I don't think he should lose his badge for that.
I
think
do.
He should have been.
I do.
Because that's not the
reprimanded.
way you
He
handle
should have been
a
reprimanded.
situation.
If you in a job situation,
have a-
Chris,
I
I promise I'm
don't
gonna let
know.
you finish
Cops
with
have-
your thing. But if you're in a job situation, any job, everybody, this is what pissed me off about police. And now, Chris, I know you can get in this conversation. This is what pissed me off about police that I can't stand police on. If I'm at my job, for example, you work at a warehouse. I'm riding a forklift around. If I just ride my forklift around with my forklift all up high and then I stop real fast and all the fucking material come off the forklift, I get rolled up.
Yeah.
I get fired. I get reprimanded. I get sent home. If I come in the job and I just decide, oh, I don't like Tank today, I'm going to slap shit out of him. No, whatever, because Tank said something crazy to me. I'm gonna get fired. Police don't have none of those consequences.
Exactly.
Well,
You got
sometimes.
When?
barely.
It just happened. The dude that
Barely?
it just
Right.
happened. Dude
They
that
have their
hit
own bill of
handcuff nigga the other day.
Yeah, but that's
he
what I'm
just
saying.
got
It's not
suspended.
at a high enough clip
With pay.
that we can say it's
Motherfucker.
happening regularly.
Of course not.
Have
They're
you
a gang.
looked
The
at
police
the-
is a gang.
Well, it's
Pretty
a gang
much.
for sure.
Yeah.
So it's the worst gang in the entire country. But yes, but have you looked at the policeman Bill of Rights? They have a whole set of Bill of Rights that are for them. So they can never be put to death. They can never be tried for murder to a point where, like, I don't remember all of it, but there's like about 15 different things that they're above our law. So they can kill you, and we can't kill them back.
So tell us which one we not voting for, Chris, because you just
So-
made me all kinds of mad that you
Okay.
can't. When you said they can't be put to death, see, this is my thing. You know I don't believe in the death penalty, cuz.
Look it up. The
But
policeman's
oh no,
Bill of
I
Rights.
believe you.
Yeah.
My thing is, I don't believe in the death penalty, period.
Me either.
Anyways, but the fact that if I kill a cop, I know I'm gonna get killed.
There you go.
I know if I go in the
There you
street
go.
right now, regardless of what I'm doing, I shoot a police. If it's on accident or purpose, I'm getting the chair. If the cop choke me out. Well, I almost had an aneurysm. If the cop choked me out because I'm selling loose cigarettes in New York, he can't get killed. Even if he got found guilty, he can't get killed. That's crazy.
So if you
That's
look
not
at-
equal rights.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when you were saying respect for respect, consequence for consequence, it's not the same thing. So just because of that alone, because you're more protected than me, keep your hands off me, dog. I don't give a fuck what I do to
Well, I
you.
was talking. Well,
Do
see,
your
see,
job.
and see, and that's
Do your
not.
job.
Wait, stop. Because what you just said right
Do
there
your job.
is not humanly realistic.
It's cool.
You can't just say I can do whatever I want to do to you, and you can't do nothing back to
No,
me.
I'm not saying-
It don't matter. This is just not human. This is
I'm
not
not
human
saying-
interaction.
I'm not
But there
saying
needs
that.
to be some sort of accountability.
Right.
I'm with you on that, but
I'm
you
not
can't
saying-
expect
Hold on,
that
though.
the girl that bit the police officer, she can't just say you can't do nothing to me, so I'm gonna bite you.
But what
I'ma
I'm
spit
saying
on
is
you.
this, cuz I'm
No,
not saying,
bitch,
I'm
you
not
finna
saying,
get mollywopped.
I'm not saying I don't understand your reaction or that you're not going to react. I'm just saying
It should be punishment.
part of your job is not to react.
Exactly.
That's the part of the
And
oath
if
you
you
took,
can't do
right?
that, then
so if
you
you can't
shouldn't
do that,
have
then
this job.
oh well, bitch.
Nobody can be a cop. Then we're gonna have very few cops.
I've been calling for RoboCop for 100 years.
You can't call for RoboCop when you done called the police on somebody.
We need-
And RoboCop would come in and arrest their ass or handle the
Jacksonville
situation.
Community Action Committee. You guys should go on right now. If you guys are on Facebook, go to Jacksonville Community Action Committee.
What's that?
That is a local organization that actually wants to have a community control of the police here in Jacksonville. And what they're calling for is not a citizens review board, but a voted on review board, right? It's a council that we would vote on. These people on the review board would have to be independent of the police system, the military.
Oh, this sounds awesome.
Anything. So it
Don't
would be
it?
an elected person in each precinct, right? One voting area, right? Not precinct, I'm sorry. Like, in group one, there would be like an at-large person.
districts.
Well, it's not even just that. It's like groups too,
Right.
right? Anyways, it's a lot of different things to talk about there. But what they want to do is elect someone that has no affiliation with any military, anything that has any type of power, right? These are people in the community like you and I, right? And even people like that have felonies and stuff can be like voted
I
on.
nominate you, cuz.
Right?
But so what I'm saying is if we can get someone who is running for office that would even humor like us sitting down and talking with us, because right now, I'm not going to lie to you, like there's no movement. Like Mike Williams won't even meet with us. Curry won't meet with us. You know how many times I've asked
Curry a
for Curry to
bitch.
meet with me? Like there are times where we have no power, and the only power we have is to put pressure on the powers that be and embarrass them. So that's kind of what a community action committee would be. Community action
with it.
committee. So you guys just look it up. It's JCAC. It's an awesome organization, but I've worked with them for a while. But they have some amazing working parts in there, like things that you would never think of. Getting people active in the community that otherwise have been wronged by the military or the police and things like that. Having them share their story is really, really important. So you sharing your story, what that tells me is the police system in our area needs to be reinvested in, right? And I have to just say this: I am not saying that I want to vote for this person, right? But I'm going to tell you that these are the four people that are running. We have Lakeisha Burton.
Hey, Keisha.
We have Wayne Clark. We have Tony Cummings. I think he just put his hat in the ring. This is the third time he's run.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know who that is.
And then the Republican you were asking about is Matthew Nemeth. So anyhow,
There go your
if
sheriff,
you guys
y'all.
are going to ask me of those four people who I would vote for, the reason I'm going to say who I'm going to say is because this person truly believes in having a response effort that is going to include mental health. He wants to de-police the communities. He wants to put it to where we have active community walks, meaning that people will sit outside of their car on a lawn chair if they have to, just hanging out, saying hello to the people, burning time, acquiring the know-how of that community, right? Getting to know people, not being necessarily a scary person, but also not over-policing their community, having one centralized spot to be at, right? For an access point, not to watch, to actually be accessed, right? Not only that, he also wants to put in mental health response teams. So if you have a mental health concern and there's no weapons present, he wants to send out a mental health coach, right? Same system as Pinellas County is doing right now in St. Pete, where I was born and raised, and it is working. Their petty crime has not gone down, but their murder and all of the personal injury has gone down significantly because the cops stop killing people when they're not present, right? So I'm trying to say that Wayne Clark is the person that I will be voting for, because every time I have reached out to him, he has returned my phone call. He's answered my questions.
There's something to be said about that, because
Yeah.
like you said about Curry, I called Curry to do an interview, not on this show, but former Hater Bear Media podcast, Henny on the Rocks, right? Everybody know Henny. Henny used to be on The Chat. She was on Channel 4 for a while. She's pretty big time person. Like, she do a lot of, like, MCing different events. She MC'd the mayor's party thing or whatever it was. So we tried to get Curry on that podcast just on, like, some, like, yo, just come on the podcast and talk what you gonna do for the community. Not on, like, we not even gonna hit you with no hard questions. Don't you know he dodged and ducked? He dodged and ducked. And that ain't even no podcast that was like this. So, and then when I requested, when remember Ron came on, and I tried to get him on, because I talked with Jacoby Pittman, and I was trying to get Jacoby and Gaffney to come on and speak on when Ron came on here, when it's Positive Vibes Only, PVO, Mr. PVO, he go around in the communities and talk to the thugs. Yeah, you know Ron. Yeah. Pushback.
Sword, right?
Yeah. So Ryan was on.
Something ain't right about it.
Boy, you better stop talking about pushback.
Hey, no, I'm all good with that. I'm
We
like,
cool.
hey, what's up? Take care of what you got to
Yeah.
take care
He's
of.
doing his thing.
I'm
He
glad
doing
you're
his
back,
thing.
I'm watching you,
man.
Ron.
I got
But that's what we need,
I'm
though.
watching
We
you,
need a
boy.
nigga like Ron, though.
I am glad you're
Walking
back,
around with
friend.
that goddamn sword. Boy, what you up to?
Yeah, we need a nigga like Ron. But that being said, with Ron, though, Ron a good dude. He's doing things for the community for real.
For sure.
I called Gaffney out. What bothered me on that pod was for him to continue to do the things he's doing for the community. He's precluded from calling out Gaffney and Pittman and all them, because they just gonna pull your funding. Because that's the type of games we play in Jacksonville. We don't really care about the community or the kids or whatever for real. We just care about what's going to make me look good so I can get the votes.
That happens in the activist community, too.
Right. So then when somebody call you out, like I'm on the pod, like, fuck Gaffney, right? Yeah, I said it. Fuck him, coon, right? That's what I said.
I didn't say
so
that.
I said it. You ain't said it. I said it. So I say, oh, you got a problem with what I said, you can come on the pod and talk to us about it. Every time I step to one of these cats about like that, they don't want to come on the pod. But then when I do go to an event with Pittman or with some of them or whatever, they are like, oh, I heard what you said. Well, come say something about it. You heard what I said, bitch. I was talking
That
to
goes back to
you.
what we talked about earlier. Pressure.
Pressure, right. I was talking to you, ho. Come holler at
That
me.
pressure
Well,
on
she
him.
definitely not coming on the show now.
Right.
You're calling this young lady a whore.
Well, no, Gaffney.
I don't know what's your problem,
Gaffney's
sir.
A man. Gaffney's a man.
Oh, Gaffney.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Gaffney's
I don't
a
know
man.
who. I don't know none
I
of these
don't
niggas.
talk
I ain't
bad
gonna
about
lie.
black people.
I ain't gonna act like I know any
Good
of
for
these.
you, Chris.
Huh?
That's a good.
What
That's
is
a
that,
good way she
Chris?
say she don't talk bad about black people. That's a good. Hey, that's a good policy. to have.
No,
Ain't it,
man,
though?
cut
It's not
that
my
shit.
place.
I
That's your
talk
place.
bad about whoever. It don't matter. See,
What about Ben Carson? Because
Yeah.
that nigga's
black
fuck me.
or white, if they're a piece of shit, Chris,
Listen,
you
know,
call them a
the
piece
same
of
thing
shit.
With Owens, I can't. They're just in the same. Like I feel like bless your heart. You know, like that's where I'm at.
Ooh, that's
I'm
so
just-
southern of you. Ooh, that was
Ain't
dirty.
it?
That was some dirty southern stuff right there. Bless
You know
your
what I mean?
heart.
Like, I've seen Gaffney come in and do some dirty deeds, and he didn't realize who I was. I actually watched him do it, and so
My guy.
I'm just letting you know I saw you
3
And
times now, my guy.
You know, off of Main Street, shit happens, and I see you. So what I'm trying to say is I don't talk bad about black people.
My guy. That's 3 times, Gaff. You done been called out on this shit. Not once have you responded.
I tell you what, boy, this show is amazing, boy. I tell
You know what's
that
funny
right
though,
there,
boy?
boy. What?
So here goes some funny shit. Because we about to go ahead and get on out of here. Chris, you did a great job. I appreciate you. Come back anytime. Matter of fact. Nigga, I ain't even. Celebration. A chun.
Who hit the lotto?
Ashley's. This is your first show. We celebrating that. You did a great job. You'll loosen up and open up more. Just be calm. You did good.
That's how niggas is
You
when
don't
they
even
first
got to be
get on,
smart
you
to be
know?
on here. You just got to be a human.
I appreciate
You just
it.
got to be breathing and be like, hey, I'm on the pod. But for the first time in the history of Bro Listen Podcast, we have a white guest. But we ain't never had a white guest.
Oh,
Think
yeah,
about
you're right.
it.
We
That
did.
is so much better
Is
than
that true?
any flowers.
Yo, I have been trying to get a white person to come on this podcast since day one of the podcast.
For years.
Dead ass. I've never had a white person on this show, and I just thought about it.
Oh my
Scott
God.
said y'all talk. Yeah, Scott said y'all do too much raw black shit on here.
Yeah. Matter of
Scott,
fact,
I still don't fuck with you.
Steve, I fuck with you, Scott. You a good
He
dude.
fuck with you.
But you a good dude, but you on some fuck shit. But
feel like I know
Steve,
Scott.
you know Big Scott. Yeah, you know
Oh,
Scott.
yeah.
That's
We're not
Steve-
supposed to be rah black. I mean,
Yeah, why
understand
you-
that we understand
Kris.
that white people have no culture, and we literally acquire all culture from you. So how are we
Right.
not going to rah fucking black people? Like, I just don't. I don't
It's
understand
too,
that.
it's too much blackness for him. It was like,
But, like,
Chris.
I fuck with Chris.
Chris. Oh, I been fucking with
I don't
Chris.
know where you found Chris, but-
she next though. Chris. Now
yes,
you watch the pod.
I do.
You listen to the pod. You've been my friend for a long time. You know where I stand on a lot of shit. You've introduced to me some of your political and activist friends. They know where I stand. I was told, Chris, and I'm just gonna do this because I have to do this every time, especially since the first white guest. And I just heard this the other day from one of Steve ass. He said, "Yeah, y'all racist." They said, Chris, this show. Matter of fact, what's your boy that put me on this podcast that you linked me up with? The white guy. He works for the church.
Philip Baber.
Philip.
He's amazing.
Awesome dude. Put me on this pod. He got a real professional pod too. We did an interview. It was good. It was awesome.
Talk about like a really super
And
radical
Phil
white man.
follows me on Facebook, and he ain't delete me. Guess what though? Even though Phil and this activist and all these other activists I've been around, they fuck with me, right? The white people that we actually know saw this podcast and said, "Me and Tank racist as fuck."
Well,
I'm sorry, but do they understand that black people cannot be racist? Like, can we be really
Whoa!
clear?
I don't agree with that.
Just
No, I don't agree with that.
It's definitely.
I
like,
hate
the
when niggas try to
definition-
change the definition.
Well, let her
of-
have it, boy.
The definition
this
is
was-
racism.
You fucking up the show.
No, I know what the
Racism
definition
was-
is, Chris. They changed the definition
but
to make
who
it
made up
tie
the-
in with the economy.
Who made up the
Who made up the
definition?
definition?
Chris,
I got my
Who
own
did it?
definition.
Brittany, you replaced.
So no, I know.
You wanna break down the
That is
definition?
not true, Brittany. I do not want to replace you ever. I want.
You ain't gotta want to
understand.
replace her. You replaced her.
No, ma'am.
Even the baby acting better than Brandon's baby, Brittany.
dang.
Okay. Anyway, so what I was trying to say is that
had to throw in
the
the baby
reason
there?
that black people
Brandon's
cannot
baby
be
cute as fuck.
racist is because
So
the
good.
term racism and the act of being racist was developed by black people against. I mean, it was developed by white people against black people. So let me just repeat that. So white people made up racism because we are ultimately in a class war. And how do we keep the high class and the low class in their spaces?
Race.
We put the white and the black people against each other so they will never rise up to a higher class. And we will forever live under capitalism. So the way that they
I
are...
love capitalism.
So...
I know it made me sick too. I'm related to this
Don't
bastard.
just swallow
I'm
it.
related to this
Don't-
bastard.
Don't just swallow it. It's good for you. It's okay.
impossible for black people to be racist. Now, they can be reactionary. You can turn around and not like white people because of the way they've treated you. Absolutely.
If I have a business and I don't give a white person the job because they're white,
You know
and
why?
I give one because they're black, that's racist.
No. You know
That's
what
my
that
definition
is?
of racist. That's you're being
that's
racist.
favoring the people that actually have been wronged.
Ooh,
for
Chris
a
making
very
some
long
good ass
time.
points though, cuz.
No.
I was
Yeah.
kind of on the fence.
No.
I was kind of on the
Wait,
fence.
stop.
But Chris
Because
making
you're
some
getting
good
loud
ass
for no
points.
reason. You're
I'm
getting
getting loud because I know you
Yeah.
gotta say some shit.
Yeah,
Chris,
you know I am, because that made no sense.
It made sense to me.
If you favor somebody over somebody else because of their race, that's racism.
did you hear what she said?
wait,
Hold
wait,
on
wait.
about the other stuff.
Did you hear what she
wait.
said? Yes, you do.
But hold on,
She
the
said
black
only-
and brown schools that are not getting funding, that don't have paperback books for every student, the school that Grace goes to, which is 77% black and brown, right? They actually escort them from every class. They let them pee twice a day. They
Do
are
y'all have
allowed
to wear-
leave. They
Hold
are
on, real
only
quick,
allowed
Chris.
to leave.
Grace, do y'all have to have clear book bags?
Yes.
Fuck shit.
So what I am telling you is that this is because it's a black community, right?
Fuck
And
shit.
what
Well, that's
they do
racist.
is
Yeah, why
they-
are people gonna be racist?
No, but I understand what you're saying. But
Yeah.
the black people in the community can be mad at the white people for putting them in that position and holding the money over their head
Well,
and
of
having
course,
the power.
yeah.
The problem is
I get
white
that.
people have been in power for so long that they don't give a shit about black people because it doesn't directly affect them. So what we have to do is
Fucks with
switch
Kris.
this. We have to switch.
Well, see, I don't
this
give a
power
fuck
back.
about the white people. What the white people doing? I
Yeah,
want
but what
every-
are the white people doing for you? Do they care if you are in the gutter? No, they fucking
I don't even care if they
See, but
care.
Chris, this is what
it's on
Tank-
me to get
you gotta-
myself
you gotta
out of the
understand-
gutter.
you
I
gotta
don't look
understand
for a
the
white
dynamic
Mr.
of
White
Tank.
Man. What
'Cause
am I
Tank-
looking for, Mr.
Tank
White
is
Man?
a
Mr. White Man,
Rand
come and,
Paul
come and get me out the gutter,
colored
Mr.
guy.
White Man.
Where's my map?
I don't want, let me tell you something. I don't want listen white people out there.
You're gonna get the Republicana.
Listen, you know what my thing with white
You
people
breathe it
is?
in, you become a Republican.
I don't think I can. I can't.
This is what I want from white people. Only thing I want from white people to do with black people in America is just leave. We say this all the time. Leave us the fuck alone.
Hell
That's
yeah.
not. I mean,
Can I just leave? Don't.
But that's not
don't.
enough.
I just wanna say
that
this
is
part.
enough. I don't need nothing.
I want to say this part
Just
because I
leave
want to
us
get on the
alone.
thing about the school real quick, and then we're going to get out of here. I want to say this, though. Chris did make a good point. I know it's a debate because Bria, shout out Bria. Baby, I'm single, living by myself. Holla at me. Listen.
oh shit! I co-signed on that.
Yes. Holla at me.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
so-
She's the original, one of the original hosts.
Okay.
Bria, beautiful, outside all that, beautiful woman and all that, but smart, awesome person, whatever. Bria had the yeah, Bria had the same opinion as Chris. Like black people couldn't be racist. Tank and Matt was on the other side of it, like yes we could, and I was like I don't know. And then Bria made some points, and I was like okay, and then y'all made some points, and I was like okay. Chris said something though, and it really resonated with me. She said black people can be reactionary because she was like, the only reason that we're being racist is because it's been done to us first. So then that makes me think, if you motherfuckers wasn't racist, would I even think about being racist? Because I don't think we're inherently racist.
No.
So it's a reaction to an institution. So now, that's all I'm saying on that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's a good damn point, Chris. Now, I want to talk about the book bags real quick, and then we'll do final thoughts and get the fuck up out of here. Yo! Grace, they make you wear a clear book bag?
Yes, and if you don't have it, you get kicked out.
Yo, so check this out. My child is not, listen, y'all, this is a big point for me. This is a big point for me. I don't like this shit. My child is not a criminal. She don't go to the fucking penitentiary. She goes to a educational institution. Why the fuck? In the hood, because it's every hood school. And I'm going to point something out. And I want your blood to boil, cuz we might talk about this next week too. Why the fuck is it that with the school Grace go to that's 77% black, or Reigns, where one of my players go, that she was supposed to come over to Paxton with me, but we couldn't get them in because of bullshit, red tape bullshit. So she go to Reigns, they got to wear mesh book bags, and they fucking treat them like they fucking in jail. Right? But at Paxson, which is in the hood, but no hood kids can go there because it's consolidated for
Speak.
special kids.
Absolutely.
Where Anna goes, because Anna has beat the odds. She's special. Anna can wear whatever the fuck book bag that she want. That cost me $200. What the fuck? But she can wear whatever book bag
saw
she
you
want.
coming.
She can, yeah, you're right. But she can wear whatever book bag she want. They come to school in flip flops and shit. They have freedom to walk around campus. They take pictures. Anna be on Instagram Live in class. But
Grace can't wear a hooded sweater. It has to be an actual sweater from the
She
school.
can't wear a hooded sweater.
$44 sweater.
it's 90 degrees outside. Every time I drop Anna off, it's a white kid walking in Paxton with a hoodie.
See,
But hold on, cuz, because this is a real big point for me. This is what bothers me. Because here's my thing. This is where the community got to get involved. That's bullshit. Y'all got to go down to the school board, to the meetings, and demand that y'all children don't get treated like fucking animals and prisoners. That's dumb as fuck. And if you treat a child like a prisoner, their mentality's going to be a prisoner. So how the fuck is Reigns, Reebok, Lakeshore, and all these other schools?
You know exactly why they treat them.
Come
like
on
prisoners.
now. That's my thing. How are they going to get better?
They don't want them to get better.
and mostly the people that are in charge are the white people.
Come on,
the
man.
next show I want to talk about all of my liberal reviews. All the liberal reviews. Because this show I just sound like goddamn Republican.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something about these niggas at these schools. I went to Reebok. Yes, they should have had goddamn clear book bags. Niggas was heathens when I was there. Every nigga had a pistol.
But see, that's
Strap.
I can't talk.
here's my thing.
I'm just telling the truth.
Here's my thing on that though. Hold on.
When
I got to
went-
rebut to that.
wait,
I got to
when
rebut to
went
that.
I'm just telling you, when I went to Reebok, gangsters, nigga.
Is there gangsters at Reigns and Rebar right now?
I don't know about that.
I don't know, but
I'm
guess
talking
what?
about the end, so-
Probably
I ain't
yes.
gonna justify.
Basically, yes.
Probably
I ain't
yes.
gonna justify.
Probably
that.
yes.
I'm talking about how bad it was.
Probably
when
yes.
I was there.
However, the atmosphere. I'm gonna use a movie, and sometimes movies are bullshit, and sometimes movies reflect life. This is Lean on Me, right? Lean on Me with Mr. Claude, right?
Got the ass right, didn't
You
it?
better have a good point here.
Hold,
Got the ass
hold your horse.
Smoke cut, don't you?
Don't you sounds? You better jump. Okay, the school was fucked up before he got there. He came in as a hard disciplinarian and yada 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 and all that, and it helped the kids or whatever. And it's based on a true story or whatever. My point is this though. This is my point. You can weed out the gangsters and the bullshit without having to have Grace go through the same FICA restrictions
Exactly.
and shit. I don't have to treat Grace like a gangster.
Well, no, well,
Wait. A
Okay.
gangster gonna show you they're a gangster. Straight
Can
up.
I answer this?
Go ahead.
Making students have a clear book bag is not treating it like a
Yes,
prison,
it is.
prison atmosphere.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How?
Yes, it is.
How?
Because why? Okay, if that
Now,
is
if
some-
you treat it like a normal school, the only difference is have clear book bags. No other different treatment.
we went to Twin Lakes.
And the Twin Lakes
Hold
said
on.
have a clear book
No,
bag.
wait,
It's still
hold on.
Twin Lakes.
We
It's
went
not a
to,
prison.
first of
What
all,
are you
but
talking
Twin Lakes
about?
didn't say have a clip
But
book
if they
bag.
did, would it
'Cause
be a
was
prison? If they did, would
no,
it be a
but
prison?
listen to what
No.
I'm saying.
Because
It's
That's
not
all I'm
just
talking
it's
about.
not just the clear book bag.
But that's I'm
it's
just talking about the clear
all
book
the
bag.
shit.
I ain't talking about nothing else.
Go ahead.
I'm just talking about the book
Chris.
bag.
Go ahead, Chris.
I ain't talking about nothing else.
I just want to put my hand up real
Look at the book
quick.
bag.
Go ahead,
All
Chris.
right, so the problem is that it's not just the backpacks, right?
Well, yeah,
it's not
yeah.
because it's the backpacks and it's in line. It's the fact that they lock the bathroom doors.
I see.
that
Yeah.
They won't allow
Yeah,
anyone to
that's
go to
too
the
much.
bathroom.
Wow.
Right.
No, but these are all at the same
That's what they do
school.
everywhere,
it's not
bro.
Just a backpack. It's
That's
a
my
whole
point.
series
I
of things
They
that
should
they're
just
doing.
make them have clear book bag.
The
That's
book
it.
bags is what we're focusing on because it's such a it seems trivial, but it's one of the things that's just evident.
Oh, that's all I'm talking
Nobody
about,
at
book
Paxson, bro. A kid can. Okay, let me ask you something. Has a gangster ever did a mass school shooting?
Hell no.
Thank you.
Why would they waste the bullets? They gotta conserve that shit.
Thank you.
Though. That's expensive.
Ain't no
in the poor
gangster ever
community.
did
Why
no
would you-
Columbine
There's
shit.
always white people that have
No.
excess money. Like, come on, guys.
So-
Niggas ain't trying to go to jail
So
and
let
kill
me ask-
themselves.
There it is.
Let me
Like, the fuck?
let me ask you
Is
something.
it worth it, right?
Let me ask you something. Exactly. Thank you, Grace. White dudes do the school shooting. So do you think, my guy, that there's more of a chance of Demarius Green at Reigns shooting up Reigns or Jonathan Sturtsteiner or whatever at Paxson because I got a fucking D again. Oh, these kids are picking on me. I'm not saying none of this
No,
shit
it's
is
all
right.
about control. They
right?
wanna
They
control
all the
black
kids.
and brown kids
Put a
because they're
therapist in the
afraid of
goddamn
them.
school. Damn a fucking.
Everybody's
come on,
afraid
man.
of black people.
That
Like, you know,
shit crazy.
I swear to God, I live on my street, right? And there's like I live in a black community, right? I'm the sore thumb at this point, you know. So I do a really good job in trying to make sure that I nourish that community. I'm so sorry about my child.
It's all right. He cool.
Okay.
We've had
So-
worse.
okay,
D
so-
been in here before.
But you know, I saw this. Like they're gentrifying my community by buying up the houses and then refurbishing them and renting them out to local college students where I live, right? And that's what they're doing. They're making this ridiculous amount of rent. That's not the point. The point is that now they're installing these little bikes to where you can pay to ride the bikes around, right? Right outside the Lincolnville Museum, which I don't know if you guys have been there. Plug the Lincolnville Museum. It's amazing. It's the best part, and it's a slave community. It was actually the only
What is it?
freed slave
St. John's.
community. It's called Lincolnville. Look it up. It was built by freed slaves. Anyway, so there's only 7% black and brown people now. So that being said, now these Flagler kids are going down the street, right? And I swear to God, there's 5 of them coming down the street. And my neighbor, who is like hilarious, this black man, but he's an older black man. He's just funny. He'll come out and yell to the heavens, whatever he's feeling, and then go back into his house. You know, he's lived there for generations. So he's out there just to chanting away. His name's James. He's real cool. Just to going off like saying, you know, this bullshit. Da, 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 da. These people stop. Oh, was he dancing? He was dancing that time? Okay, so he was dancing, right? He's just a cuckoo bird. I love him to death. He's great, but he don't know what he's saying. So the people are riding their bikes, and they stop. There's 4 of them, 5 of them, all white people. Literally turn their bikes around and go the other direction. And I, of course, because I'm an asshole, I said,
This is true. Certified.
Oh, them scary black man. Oh my God, he's so fucking scary. And like the people were like mortified. Like I literally ruined their entire day pointing out their racism.
I have no problem with that kind of racism. Like the racism when a white person.
That's just because we don't want white people to fuck with us.
The kind of
just leave me
racism
alone. But I get what
you
you're
know
saying.
what I mean?
It's dead as wrong.
It fucked me
But
up.
that's a
because
good
he's very
point
nice
because
man,
that's
and,
exactly
he's always-
why they're doing the shit at the schools. Grace ain't did shit.
they're afraid of black
They
people.
afraid. And I
They're
want to point out
afraid.
at Twin Lakes. We went to Twin Lakes. We were the first. We were there when Twin Lakes opened.
Yeah.
So the reason why we were at Twin Lakes because even in 1998, they didn't have enough niggas living in Bay Meadows to open a school.
Yeah.
So they bust us from fucking Grand Park and 45th and the West Side so that we can fill a school. Right? So we go fill the school. Right? Okay, number one, Blake Wright and Steven Burkowski. Shout out y'all boys. I just posted a picture with y'all on Facebook. Y'all my guys. We play Pokemon together and all that. They ain't never get off the bus for a bus check. But
That's the truth.
but the
They're
black,
racist in the
but the black buses, Miss
Always,
Kirkpatrick. I don't even know if
always had a bus
your
check.
racist
I've had
ass
2 bus checks in my life.
Chris. Let
And
me
I've
tell you
been-
some real shit. And because I'm on the roll right now,
Dude.
Miss Kirkpatrick, you racist scum.
And I want my goddamn
basketball.
basketball.
I don't even know if you're still
don't know
fucking
what you're
alive.
The bitch took my basketball.
She know who
Yeah.
Miss Kirkpatrick is. I don't even know if you're still alive.
Bad body,
You
bitch.
bad
I highly
body.
doubt.
Yeah, we mad.
I
We mad,
highly
Chris.
doubt she's
Here's
still
the problem, though,
alive,
Chris.
'cause-
Why
Did you
is
see
it? Why is it? Two things. I'm pointing out 2 things, and we're gonna get
Well,
out of
I
here.
don't feel bad for racism.
Yo, listen,
so
2
I'm like,
things.
if people are racist, then fuck
Let
their
me
gender
show, this
or their color.
1998,
Like,
1999. I'm gonna show you how racist these motherfuckers was. The only buses that got quote
I hated that
unquote
woman.
random bus checks was the black buses.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
We even said it at 12 years old. We was like, yo, we went in the office at 12 years old, like 10 of us, and was like, yo, why are we the only fucking buses that get bus checked? It was like, no, it's random.
It's
I was
just-
like, random 3 times a year for us?
I
And
wish
then
I-
you got bus check, right?
Yeah.
And you got bus check, right? 851-333.
I wish
So-
I had more sense. I wish I had the
still
sense that I
remember
have
him.
now then.
Right.
So I could have been like, it's
I'm-
going to be Timmy to shoot this shit up,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
yeah,
Every
right.
me
time.
alone.
Blake's gonna
Well,
shoot it up,
that's
buddy.
how it gets shot up because their only focus is us.
There was 3 black buses in the whole school. Her bus,
793.
851-333. 793 got bus check. 851 got bus check. 333 got bus check. No other bus for the entire school got bus check. And when they bus check, they checking out book bags, everything. Then me and Cub, we rapping, so we beating on the table and shit. In lunch, we beating, we rapping and shit. We called ourselves the Cornbread Crew, and all we used to do is rap about goofy shit, right? And then we beat the stuff.
I can't believe he's actually claiming that still.
Damn right, I'm claiming it because we was raw as fuck.
I never say the Cornbread Crew. I say
CBC.
CBC.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, though. That being
Giving all
said,
the
though,
secrets. Watch out.
the shit that we got really popular because of it amongst the
Yeah.
students, right? And all we was doing was rapping. Don't you know? Was it Highsmith? Officer Highsmith called us in the office and said he's gonna have us arrested because we're a gang.
I do remember that.
Are you guys the Cornbread
I
Crew?
remember them saying, CBC finna go.
All these white kids
Go
in the
down.
breezeway standing out there playing with their Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the little pogs and yo-yos. They don't get their shit taken. We come from the basketball court, dribbling the basketball. They take our fucking basketball every time. How many basketballs Miss Kirkpatrick took from you?
2.
3 from me. Fuck that. That's why I ain't with the fucking clear book bags. I ain't with that bullshit because I fucking experienced that shit. It's fucked up.
I'm
And
on
that
the
was at
opposite of
Twin
that.
Lakes.
I'm on the opposite. So like I was like bussed into the black community. So I was born and raised in.
Well, they're trying to
St.
fuck
Pete-
you up.
Okay,
bro.
I'm
St. Pete,
confused.
Clearwater.
They do
So
that?
They didn't. Okay, so I went to Gibbs High School off of 30.
Oh, Gibbs?
I don't even know. what the
So
hell
Gibbs
that
High
is.
School is
Justin
a
from
pretty
Clearwater.
much all black school. I think I was like one of like 19 white people to graduate with my graduating class as a zoned person because they had zoned and then they had like a magnet program. Well, you had to be bussed in. I lived about 30 minutes down the area, but they needed more white people in the school.
For it to be legal.
So, right. So they bussed me in. And so I pretty much was raised by my mom and dad in a very suburb area. And then from 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, I was in a black community. And I got my ass beat multiple times by black women and Cuban women, like on the regular, right? And this is the opposite that I had. I had the oh, you white bitch, come here, let me grab your face and smash your face into the wall. And let me, I had that.
That's not racist.
That's not racist. You know what that is? That's called, they've been put into a fucking prison their entire life. They've seen white people come in
excuses
and steal.
for all
No,
that.
I'm not, because I've seen it.
I agree with Kris.
When I realized it and I had a
That's some racist
serious
shit.
discussion with them,
I know it.
I have friends for life.
I know
For life. I literally would go to prison for these women because of the fact that they understand now.
You hear that, Cole?
And
You
they
bitch.
see it.
To me.
They see it. Though.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Hey, yeah,
Because
we
Jake's
all
gonna
make
leave you.
mistakes.
Don't show this
Shit.
nigga a taser. It's
I'm
over.
not making an excuse.
I'm gonna go
for
call
it.
your
I
mama.
told him I don't know if we'd be friends.
Chris, I'm gonna go call your mama. I just want to point out
Saying,
That's real
I
shit,
can
though.
see.
that is real shit, Chris.
You know,
That's real shit.
I remember one day I was in 6th grade, and okay, so number 7 on you guys. This tooth is an implant tooth. Right here. Okay, I got it for free. For free. Did not have to pay for it because I worked in dentistry, right? But anyways, I had missing tooth all through high school. I got it when I was 27, right? So I had a flip or something removable. I was born without the front tooth, by the way. It was a genetic disorder. So a black woman, my first day of 6th grade, grabbed my face in the middle of lunch, pulled me back, opened my mouth up with her hands, and brought all of her black friends to laugh at me because I have
Messed
they
up
said-
too.
Yeah. Hey, go look at this
said-
girl with the fucked up mouth,
They
man.
said, look at this girl, and she's nasty. She's missing a front tooth, and they had to put a spring here because you have to have 7 millimeters distance to get an implant. Right?
Right.
Nobody knows this stuff. And the first thing I said from a classist perspective was, braces are fucking expensive. You're an idiot. Get the fuck off me. And she looked at me, and I was like,
That's a fact, though.
That's what I said. And I just looked at her, and she was just like, that's all you have to say to me? You're not going to say anything about me? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you're not going to say anything fucked up? And I was like, well, I think it's pretty fucked up. You're making fun of me, calling me poor, but in reality, braces are expensive. Look at your mouth. And she just literally
She was waiting on
walked
you to
away.
give you a racist
She
reaction.
was
Yeah.
But see, my mom
Yeah.
and dad, my dad was raised in Morocco, Africa, and was one of the most racist people I've ever met in my life. From 7th grade to 8th grade, we didn't actually speak because my dad used to use the N-word all the time. And one day he said it, and I was like, stop fucking using that in front of me. I'm tired of it.
And
I
now
don't
your
wanna hear
grandbaby's
it.
mixed.
Right. Right. But you know what? It took me from 7th grade to 8th grade. I didn't even literally speak to my father. Not even common, hey, what's up? And then one day at dinner, he said, I may have been wrong. And of course, me being a complete bitch, I was like, you may have been fucking wrong. Are you fucking kidding me? And then you know what? This is the same man that marched on D.C. on every single march I ever asked. And we had Unity for Democracy. We had people from all over the country coming together for Black and Brown March on U.S. soil.
Look at that, cuz. People can
the
change.
Yeah, at the Washington
Not you, Miss
Monument,
Kirkpatrick.
all
Fuck
the way
you.
to the Lincoln Memorial. My dad marched his ass off, and he was an old-ass motherfucker, still is. Hey, Dad. And, but you know what? People can change. People say some fucked up shit. Sometimes I say some fucked up shit, man. I gotta have an accountability partner. I know people are in my inbox yo, that post you just made, I would not say that.
Confidant.
I need that accountability. I crave that. So what I'm trying to tell you is, yes, white people are racist. No, black people cannot be racist
Don't
because
say shit, cuz.
We'll
We're going to
agree
final
to
thoughts.
disagree.
we
That's
are
all.
conditioned to accept the patriarchy as women. You are conditioned to understand and
That's a
accept
whole nother
Yeah.
conversation.
See? That's why I say Chris opened up worm after worm after
she did.
We're
worm.
just
She really do.
conditioned.
Yeah,
But it's
if
true.
we're going to start talking about patriarchy, I mean, that's just nature. I mean,
Yeah.
what are we going to do about nature?
Cuz, final thoughts.
Natural.
Cuz, final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Final thought,
All right,
cuz.
good.
Sick of your shit.
Let's go get the hell up out of here. The reason why I don't necessarily have an ideology is because when you conform yourself to an ideology, you don't even need to have your own thoughts. It's just whatever they say, you go with it. Anybody that just watch CNN, I don't even need to hear your opinions. I already know what you think.
Right.
I don't need to hear nothing about what Don Lemon think about it. I know what Don Lemon think.
Don
I don't
Lemon,
need to hear
I'm
none of
single and
that
I live
shit.
alone. What's up?
All right.
Oh, hey.
I know.
Hey,
all
boo.
right. So this is why
I'm not gay, but I want to be rich.
This is what the final thoughts of what the fuck.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to holler at Don Lemon. You bought him up. Go ahead.
He like white boys.
You right.
All right. Now the thing is, the reason why I could like stuff that Rand Paul say without liking Rand Paul, or I could like stuff that AOC say without liking AOC, is because I'm not married to the person. If I agree with the idea, it don't matter who mouth is coming out of. So with like they was fucking with AOC for wearing the tax rich dress, and they were saying because it was $30,000 plates, but it's the Met Gala, niggas. The shit is charity. It don't matter what the plate costs.
Right.
And it's for the rich people, but the money goes to some charity. I don't even know what the fuck it's for.
Good point, Cole.
Now with Rand Paul or whatever, he you see the shit that you won't see on CNN. The attack after the soldiers died. Afghanistan
at
shit,
the airport
when they were leaving at the airport. The attack afterwards, the military killed 10 people, 7 children, and a husband. At first, I already knew it was some bullshit, but they tried to justify it and said he was a terrorist. I said, I don't give a fuck if he is a terrorist. Y'all just killed 7 children or whatever. But nigga justified. So come to find out, Rand Paul had to grill the motherfucking general on it, and they were like, well, all this shit ain't adding up or whatever. It was a dude with water jugs in his car, and you blew up this whole family, and you say that it was the wrong person. Come to find out, the dude they were looking for wasn't even him. He wasn't a terrorist. They said there was a second explosion, so that justified the over-the-horizon drone strike. It wasn't no evidence of that. So now they just released saying that the Pentagon said they was wrong, and they just killed 7 children and the Afghani, probably making more fucking terrorists. It's a whole combination of what this 20 years in Afghanistan have been, and I'm glad we the fuck out of there because Obama killed hundreds of whatever children.
26,000.
Trump would have killed more, but he only had one term, so he got him out of. And Bush killed one. All it has been over there is killing 90% civilians, 10% maybe terrorists. I'm glad we the fuck from over there, man. The military out their goddamn mind. That's my final thought.
Ashley, your first ever final thought.
I don't know how the hell that long ass bit was final thoughts.
No, wait, listen, because your final.
I mean, I enjoyed it,
we
but
got to explain it. The final thought is you could talk about whatever.
It's the first time you get to talk on the show without somebody saying, shut your ass up.
And you can talk
we do that a lot.
Yeah, and you can talk about
You can say whatever you want, and you can't be
Okay,
interrupted, and it can't be rebutted.
Yeah, it ain't got to be on topic.
Yeah, it can't be rebutted, and it can't be interrupted.
Okay,
So,
that's
yeah,
not at all what I thought when we said final
no.
thoughts.
No, not like Jerry Springer, where he'd be like, take care of yourselves and each other. No, not like that. No. It's just, this is your opportunity to say whatever you want to say that's uninterrupted and can't be rebutted.
Well, I don't have a whole lot. I'm glad I came. I'm glad that y'all stuck to a time because I have a baby, and that continuous like, oh, we're gonna do it at this time. Wait, no, that time. So I'm glad that we can actually get this together because I've missed y'all.
Same back channel. You did good.
Oh, thank you.
You did good.
But that's about it.
Good final thought. First final thought. They'll be more aggressive and mean as time progresses.
I'm not a mean person.
You ain't been on the show with Tank.
Yeah,
Okay?
but I'm a life coach now. A lot has changed. My mindset has changed,
There you go.
and I'm just not in that.
I hope your life coaching ass coach this motherfucker right here because I'm sick of his shit.
Really,
No.
you're the one who needs to be
I'm
coached.
sorry.
nothing.
I'm starting a career life coaching.
You gonna be a life coach?
Yeah.
Tank, life coach. Come let me fuck you up. Chris. Final thoughts, Chris.
Final thoughts. If you know somebody who needs to register to vote, please do so. If you get something in the mail from the supervisor of elections that says that you need to redo your signature, that means you are being purged, and they are not supposed to do it, but the supervisor of elections right now is purging. So if you do not verify your signature or reapply for your voter registration, then your signature may not be valid and you may not be able to vote, and they won't tell you until you get there. So that's one of my final thoughts. The other one is please be kind to each other, and it's really, really important to me as a person, as a woman, but as a mom, for black men to check their hearts. And, my child's father had a heart transplant, and he is a black man, and he had an enlarged heart the size of a football, and they didn't find it until his mother, who is white, stood in the middle of Mayo and freaked out and said, check his heart. So what I say is, check your heart, black man. That's my final thought.
That's a good final thought. Y'all know I have a heart condition that I didn't know about until I had a heart attack. So, yeah, that's a thing. And I'm pretty sure heart disease kills more black men than anybody else. So, there you go. Check your heart. Good thought. Listen, so my final thought going to be quick because I kind of want to hold this baby before Chris leaves because he's so damn cute.
Right? He is adorable.
Jesus Christ, he's so cute.
gosh.
My God. So I want to hold his baby. So my final thought going to be quick. Here's my final thought. I'm going to go back to just what Kris came on here for. First of all, thanks, Kris. Appreciate it. Kris came on here because something I've been saying since the beginning of this show. Niggas, y'all need to vote. The easiest way to switch all this shit up is if everybody just go out like a gang and vote right now or whatever. The next election, if everybody go vote, we can't lose. Y'all came out in numbers against Trump, not because y'all like Joe Biden, because fuck Joe Biden, but because y'all hate Trump.
I voted for you, cuz.
Thank you. Yeah, he voted for me. But nevertheless, yeah, I know. It's whatever. We'll, Kris, goddamn it. But that being said, y'all hated Trump. I just wish y'all hated being. I wish y'all hated y'all kids having to go to school with clear book bags and them locking the bathrooms on them and telling them they can't walk out to class. I wish y'all hated the fact that the sheriff that we've had in Hazard County has been ass for 25 years. I wish that y'all hated the fact that the money going into schools isn't equal or evenly distributed. I wish y'all hated the fact that institutionalized racism exists. Because if y'all hated that shit like y'all hated Trump, all of this shit will be solved. We'll have Gillum gay ass as a governor, and we'll have free health care right now. Yes. I don't give a damn who he banging if I had free health care.
Right.
Straight up. I'm just saying. And you know how much easier COVID would have been handled if everybody had free health care. DeSantis sucks balls. I just want to say that. I'm not saying that because of a reason. I'm just saying it because he sucks balls. I hate that motherfucker. And I know everybody be like, yeah, Ron DeSantis, manly, machismo. Fuck that dude.
I might. Let me shut up.
I know. I just hate him, cuz. It's a lot of reasons why I hate him, but I just hate him. It's multiple on head. It's like.
Did you have something good to say?
Nah. I don't think he like him, but people just like the fact that DeSantis let us run wild with the COVID. Because instead of having us held down, they like the fact that we get to run wild.
Freedom.
Outside of that, there's a whole bunch of other reasons that I can hate DeSantis.
I don't like the motherfucker either.
I don't like him.
I was like, is he kidding?
No, nobody likes DeSantis. Nobody likes DeSantis.
All right,
yeah,
I can see your face, man. It's hard
Yeah,
to say. So I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know if you're kidding.
Nobody like DeSantis. Fuck DeSantis. I just want to say that one time. And free my nigga Grace. Okay? I don't like my nigga Grace going to school, having a clear book bag and all that fuck shit.
Oh, no, I pray that shit.
I don't like that shit. I actually know Coach Young. Coach Young, I know her personally. She worked with me with the girls basketball team. I'm gonna call her and be like, free my nigga Grace. She gonna be like, who are you talking about? I know. She gonna be like, what are you talking about? I'm literally just gonna say that. Bruh Listen Podcast 365 24/9. We grind. Kris and Ashley probably don't know this, but every week we give you a nigga to put on your mind. So what we do is every week we give you a black person to research and look into or whatever. Cuz, give me somebody. Cuz don't never be prepared. So let's see if this one.
I just get whoever I've been fucking with during the week. I've been watching every interview by this nigga named Charleston White. Jesus Christ, he's an entertainer. Boy, you need to go watch some.
Charleston White. Ashley, give me a nigga.
I want to know more about that Lakeisha
Burton. There you go, Ashley. God damn it, you gonna be on this show. Ashley's person is Lakeisha Burton. You doing good. Kris, give me a black person.
Oh, that I want you to look into.
That you want Bruh Nation to look into for the rest of the week. It can be anybody. It can be Medgar Evers. It can be anybody.
So I'm gonna keep this political.
Sure, whatever you want.
Look into Wayne Clark. He's running to be sheriff in Jacksonville, and I really believe that if we incorporate mental health into our policing of the community, that will help. So look him up.
Wayne Clark black?
Yes.
Oh, you ain't even have to tell shit. He black.
Yeah.
I'm on for the nigga now. I don't give a what your policy.
I think it's the name. I thought
Nah, he a Democrat. He black. I'm doing it.
Definitely very, very black.
We done had enough white sheriffs, cuz. I'm straight. Grace, come do my black person. Yeah. You can pick whoever you want, Grace.
Coretta Scott King.
There you go. Coretta Scott King. That's my black person. Good job, Grace. That's a good pull. I'm about to hold that baby. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to hold that baby.
I'm about to go to my baby.
And you about to go to your baby. Next time, bring your... No.
No.
You seen I shut it down? Nope.
She gonna tear this place
Kayla,
up.
keep your ass home. Keep your bad ass home. She got this big old cute goofy smile. That be like, nah, keep your ass home, Kayla. K-baby, stay home. Oh, my
Don't
bad.
mess up my baby
Kyla,
name.
my bad. K-baby, stay home. Don't come in and say, don't tell. Why did I call her Kayla? Because I called her Kyla
A lot of
last time.
people call her Kayla.
You know why? Because I'm thinking, because when we talk, I've been saying Kyla, but then when you think about how it looks when you written, I say Kayla.
How?
I don't know, because people...
Ain't no A right there.
Listen, people...
K-Y-L-A.
I ain't
Just
built like
Kyla
that.
Pratt.
I done had dyslexia since I was
like
12 years old.
Pratt.
Kyla Pratt is so fine. She still look like
Ain't
she's still
she?
teen. Jesus Christ. As we say every week, all power to the people. Peace.